spending all the cribs luxury. I can't.
It's week 13 of the NFL, and we'll be watching the dynamic Tyreek Hill. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Dolphins and the Jets, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 24.
It's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river. We are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
A part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So here are the Dolphins now with excellent field position to start things out. It's Josh Allen that'll be orchestrating the offense, a 6'5" quarterback from Wyoming.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden
touchdown Dolphins! George Kittle with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now an option play on second down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now Oladokin, 3rd and long. Flushed out right. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And some room to work. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Achane on 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
These 2 teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they are looking for the sweep here at MetLife.
From the gun, it's Allen.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now Allen. Dancing to his left. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They go back to the ground game with Achane.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and 1st downs early.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Devon Achane hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins take a 3-touchdown lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. That time, a 9-play drive.
And it was finished off with a touchdown run from Devon Achane. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And he's been throwing the ball up for grabs here early on. 2 passes, 2 interceptions. He'll try and rein things in a bit here as he starts again on 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go right back to Singletary. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
Oladokin on 3rd down here.
Open man is Pettis. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. It's Oladokin on 1st down.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Dolphins are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 21-0 our score after one. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
It was P.J. Williams that time on the tackle. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 7. And meanwhile, Allen's throw caught here by Metcalf. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. They'll roll him out right. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now Allen again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Catch is made by Metcalf.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
DK Metcalf, 31 yards. And the Dolphins are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0 Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them, so I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He was intercepted on that last drive, the 3rd one he's thrown in this first half alone. He'll look to right the ship here, 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They'll run a draw now with Singletary. Oh, look at the juke. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
Back deep is Tyreek Hill. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. On first down, Allen to the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but
Well, I'm glad we're going with full transparency here, because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half. But this has been total, utter domination.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And New York set to take the field.
The last series form, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
Cold-blooded. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
We're in the second quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him, maybe even have a 3rd person in the area, and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while, because I don't know that their talents are his, because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Allen.
Open man is Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Now Allen.
Another catch there for Waddle. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards.
Well, it worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Allen now looks to throw. And he's got it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Allen going to try and keep it.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. To the air, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins would extend their lead here just before halftime.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Lutz with the extra point, and it is 42-0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Ball start, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Tennessee Titans. A touchdown pass there for Jalen Hurts. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Chiefs. Saquon Barkley with a touchdown run. Being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang at Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Flush to his right.
Catch made by Watson on the out route.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Dolphins extend their lead yet again.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Throwing on first down with Oladokin.
Throw right side taken in by Pettis. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Oladokin to the air on first down.
This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Oladokin now out of the gun.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Ahmad Gardner finishing off the corner blitz.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Warren. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. On play action, Allen.
Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now Allen. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Allen. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Allen to throw once more.
The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Looking left sideline. It's complete. Touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season.
And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
New York's offense back out there and set to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Looking to throw, Oladokin.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last, and make it a successful one in some small way.
Here's Oladokin.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the 1st down marker. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line.
Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Allen off the play fake. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
H.A. now up the middle.
Fights through him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Deep touchdown, Dolphins! DK Metcalf, 28 yards. And the Dolphins extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
New York set to take the field. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Oladoka to throw.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Now Oladoka, 3rd and long.
And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's Hill on the return. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Rolling to his right. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
And New York set to take the field.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Oh, nice move. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this will be caught at the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
To throw, Oladoka.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Oladokin. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and they will remain well behind. Well, a tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schleprock, got that black cloud over their heads.
And going deep for Hill. And he's got it inside the 10. It's a big play there for Miami. 44 yards. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backups some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you express that.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And not a good time for the sack on second and goal, a loss of 6. And now it's third down. Play action. Now it's Allen. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
One final throw for Oladokin.
The Dolphins get there this time and they bring him down. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. Time of possession.